we're in Choratan, just outside of Norashen, which is just up the hill from Bert, up in Shamshadin, and we are looking for the glove factory. Now everybody's supposed to know where the glove factory is. We're not able to find a single person on the road to find it, but I'm sure at some time or another we're going to find this supposedly pretty impressive project, and I hope you'll join us for another great episode of Թիմը, գնում, գյուղ. Today in Choratan. What a fantastic factory you have here in a small town, relatively small town like Choratan. But the first thing I noticed before even going inside is a couple of huge containers. What exactly are those for?
Այս բեռնատարները եկել են Չինաստանից, կոնտեյներներով թել են բերել, որով գործում ենք ձեռնոցներ.
You're importing containers and containers of thread. I can see the rolls of thread actually coming in over there. And then you weave your own fabrics and you produce gloves. Now let's back up to the whole idea of this factory. Whose idea was this?
Գործարանը հիմնադրել է Սուրեն Երիցյանը, մեր հիմնադիր տնօրենն է։ Հիմնադրել է իր նախաձեռնությամբ հայրենի Շամշադինում, որպեսզի ժողովուրդը աշխատանք ունենան։ Սուրեն Երիցյանը ապրում է Ռուսաստանի Դաշնությունում։ Այնտեղ նույնպես ունի գործարաններ, որոնք ձեռնոցներին արտադրում.
So we have a guy from Artsvabed goes to Russia, creates a glove factory up there and decides to invest in the neighboring village to his own here in Shamshadin in order to create some jobs. And does all the export go to Russia from this factory?
Մեր արտադրանքը ամբողջությամբ գնում է Ռուսաստանի Դաշնություն ու նաև Ուկրաինա.
Do you see any potential for expanding maybe?
Առաջիկայում կան պլաններ, այդ ուղղությամբ աշխատում ենք. Երևի մենք ամենամեծ գործատուներից ենք Շամշադինում.
Well, Hosep, this sounds very good. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing here. Can we go inside and have a look at how it's actually done? It's amazing, there's 542 machines in this entire hall. And that whole question about tel as opposed to kotor that we had outside, here's the answer to that question. Here's all that yarn being made into fabric, which is made into gloves. It's a really impressive setup. I've been peeling the onion a little bit more, and what I've discovered, or what Hosep has actually told me, is that there's 165 people employed here. There's another 25 employed in Moses doing overlock, and that there's another 70 or 80 or something in the village of Artsvabed, where the owner of this actually comes from. So in total, this operation is about 300 people in the region. And there are plans within a few months to open up another factory in Bed that is 3 times the size of this one. So this is becoming a giant operation, and most importantly, a giant employer in this region of the country where jobs are so desperately needed. So well done, also. When I mentioned that there's 25 jobs in Moses, That is the overlock jobs, and that's exactly what this woman is sitting here doing. You can see on one of the finished gloves, I'll just take one of them out, you'll see that on the edge of the glove, there's a little piece of rubber, which is actually a rubber band, and she's covering that in another piece of fabric using a special machine called an overlock machine. So just this operation that she's doing here at the factory, there's another 25 people doing that in Moses. This is just a very large operation and employing dozens and dozens of people. All good. Well, that was very, very impressive. In Choratan, where a few years ago, just like many of the other villages up in this part of the country and around the country, there was not much to do in order to earn a living. And here they are building this enormous factory that's pumping out totally exported products and actually are running into problems with finding enough people who are able to produce their work in the factories. And then I didn't ask that question, but I asked afterwards. That's only 3 kilometers from the front line. So I have to say that with their expansion plans, with the production we saw ongoing, with the number of people they're employing in various villages around this region of the country, I think they're doing an amazing job. So join us next time and see if we can't find other examples of projects done in small villages that address the real needs of the people, and that is employment. See you soon.